Lady D.
That's my girl. And you know we do those inspirational tips and those inspirational moments on making you a better you for 2016.
Absolutely.
And to the beautiful Marnie Ali. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm finally here. I'm finally
Yes,
here.
she is finally here. And y'all know, I didn't have to go to Atlanta and get her. She came here on her own.
Yes, I did.
Guess what? I'm happy about that.
Me too.
I know you're doing a lot of exciting things, and we're going to be getting into that a little later on. But right now, we're going to be getting into those inspirational tips on making you a better you for 2016. And today, our topic is
The struggle.
making it through the struggle. Has anybody at this table ever been in a struggle?
Well, yeah.
I think we need to show the faces so everybody can see.
Hello.
Have you ever been in a struggle, Martin?
Now, you know me, dear.
We all.
How many struggles?
we
How many
been in some
struggles? And still came out the struggle.
Yes.
Still in the struggle.
Still in the struggle.
And you're ready to come back out the struggle.
But God, and you don't look like you've been through a struggle. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
How we don't look like what we have been through.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're kind of cute. I'm gonna just throw it out there.
He has this
We
thing.
are cute.
We
cute.
We're cute. We cute. But that's our subject for today. So we are talking to our listening audience about those inspirational tips on making you a better you for 2016. And this is how we're going to make you a better you. We're talking about struggles, making it through struggles. Now, we all know that each one of us go through struggles each and every day. It's a struggle every day.
Every day.
It is.
Trying to make it, getting up. We're grateful that we woke up.
Yes.
But it's a struggle through the day.
Yes.
Let's see. That's how we can break it down, because you have to come to a conference to hear really about the struggle. But we're going to give it to them radio
Hey, we can tell you right here really about the struggle. We don't need to be at no conference.
Because we might need to take a couple of hours, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
You know, but I'm going to try to condense it as much as I can.
And that's what I'm going to say.
The revised version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Revised plus
Marnie,
revised.
we're going to start with you, Marnie, because as a recording artist that's been out there for a very, very long time, family members that are in the industry, and just being in the industry on your own, because you've been holding your own weight without anybody else. What are some of the struggles that you faced as an artist then and now?
Some of the struggles as an artist, not to make things about myself. You know, because first starting out, first starting out, you know, it was about me.
Right.
You know, and that was a struggle. That was the vanity in me, you know, that I struggled with. And I wanted to be this superstar. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, you know, and finally had the opportunity to get on that platform, of a major recording, you know, company, which was the Def Jam, you know. So I had the opportunity to work with, you know, some of the top people was around, a bunch of celebs. I mean, you know, we all been around that. I don't care about that. But the struggle really was trying to not be, like I said, not really make things about myself. Because, you know, that had me like a wild woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? That really had me. I was a wild woman at that time. And you already know. I mean, you've been around me for years. You couldn't tame me. You know, I was very strong-willed. Still am. But I learned how to, you know, control it and, you know, tone it down a whole lot.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Can we get a praise in
the house? Yeah, so, you know, but it's all good. I don't want to take up too much time. I'm going to let my sister hear. But, you know, my struggle, that was one of it. And if you've seen The Devil's Advocate, remember that movie?
Yeah.
At the end, where he said his favorite sin was vanity.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Wow.
That's
Al
why
Pacino.
I love that movie because it exposed a lot of truth.
Yes.
You know, in that movie concerning our struggles.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I learned something new every single time that I watched that movie on purpose, and vanity was one of them. But when I found out who I was,
Amen.
Yes.
when I found that out right there and how God felt about me, when I found that out, it changed my whole perspective of what my purpose is and why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Amen.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And especially as being a young woman, not just being an artist, but being a mother, you know, and then being in ministry.
Yes.
Because being in ministry, that's a whole nother topic, and we have to talk about that on another day.
Yes.
But being in ministry, being a mother, being an artist, traveling around, being a grandmother.
Y'all, can y'all believe I'm a I'm
No.
grade big
No, I
number
see
two.
paperwork on that.
Number two for me, yes.
Wow.
Yes, I'm great having my girl. I have my grandson. I'm great having a
gosh.
granddaughter.
Amen.
Hey, I'm proud of that.
Yes. Glam
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at my age, and I'm not mad at my
grandmothers
status.
don't look like grandmothers.
No, they don't. No.
I know, because I'm a great grandmother too.
Oh, what?
See,
Man, y'all look good.
she
I'm
gonna
telling
sit
you.
down somewhere.
I know.
Talking
Look.
about struggle.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
That's amazing.
It's
Beautiful.
a lot to have to go through and still able to maintain
Yes.
your beauty, your poise, you know, your innocence,
Yes.
you know, your godly womanhood. You
Yes.
know, after all the things that you've been through. Jane Blue, I know you also are an artist, but being a mother,
Yes.
you know, having to take care of your children and then work in the workforce and then also being an artist, all these things together, and besides all the things that you go through, struggle. When you talk about struggle and how you need it for God to just, God, if you don't show up now, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yes.
Everybody has been to that point. And when you
It's
get
true.
to that point, what did you do?
Well, you know what? This is the funny thing. When I was going through the struggle, I kept silent. And sometimes I teetered with my belief.
Okay.
Because I wondered to myself, how is it that I'm going through this? But I've done so much for others. Where's my help?
Right.
Hello.
You hear me?
Ooh-wee.
Hello.
Yes.
Where is my
we
help
can all relate to that.
when I've helped so many?
Right.
So I struggled believing whether or not, you know, like, I'm like, because I see people, I'm like, if they don't help me, how can God really help me? How can he help me through? And, you know, it wasn't oftentimes until I went through the situation and I came through it that I look back and see that he was there through my struggle. So sometimes you don't immediately recognize God in the struggle, but you do, hopefully you do recognize afterwards how he kept you, you know. So that was my struggle, really trying to really believe in God through my struggle, because it's a challenge. And then not only that, as a Christian, one of my biggest struggles is knowing that I can, my challenge is knowing that I'm a Christian, but at the same time, try not to live like the old school Christians used to do. You know, you can't wear pants and you can't do certain things, but trying to keep it where I'm still Christian.
In other words,
By
be put in a box.
Yeah, be put in a box.
At the same time, I know how to have fun too, you know? So it's a struggle trying to know what my boundaries are as a Christian and keeping it in the box, but not falling in temptations of the world and just trying to, I guess, being hip, but being Christian at the same time.
Right.
You know, so that became a struggle for me, and I still struggle with that at all times, even as a writer, you know, writing songs that everybody can listen to, even children, because I can write a song if I want to about something that is not showing homage to the Lord, our Father. But what I do is I make sure I check myself. You have to constantly check yourself because it is a struggle.
Because you're going to be held accountable.
I'm going to look. I'm not trying to play with God.
That's right.
Look, people, y'all are not worth it. Trying to make a song to make y'all happy. And I'm going to lose my soul. What is the word, you know? Look, I'm not going to scriptures. You know, what is a man, you know, to lose his soul?
What promise a man to gain the
whole world, but
lose
lose his soul? I'm not trying. I'm not losing my soul for nobody.
Right.
I know that's right.
You know,
and once you make up your mind to that, then
yes.
whatever struggle that you come through,
yes.
you know you're going to make the right decision.
Yes.
You know, it may not be what you want,
right,
or even what you like, but you know you have to make the right decision no matter what.
It's
Can
always
I interject
praise.
something?
Yes.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and we were. Move that on over there to me.
No, to you.
How do you do that? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
She is a studio queen.
Yes.
So knows this.
Yes. Come on now. All right. No, what was I going to say? Oh, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was discussing with him. Really, the struggle is the lust within.
Yes.
That's why it's a struggle. Right. Because God said we lured away by the lust in our own hearts.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's a complete struggle.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we're in a tug of war against ourselves.
Yes.
Not against the enemy,
Yes.
but against ourselves.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah. And
That's my daughter.
The thing is that we cannot allow for the enemy to think that he can do anything, because in reality he can do nothing unless we allow him to do it. But see, it takes growth before you know that. Because prior to that, you're like, the devil's getting on my nerves, the devil's this, the devil. You know what, devil? You better back off of me, and you better do it today. True. And we've been there.
Hold up. Yes. And what is so profound about that, what I was telling my friend, when God exposed it to me, you know, when we die and we stand before God, he's not going to allow you to use no devil, no person, nobody else for our actions. So when he showed me that, he said, if it was the devil, who tempted him? Who tempted him? It was always about the lust in our hearts. That was a standard that God put in within our own will. You know, so that came with it. So when that was exposed to me, when the Holy Spirit revealed that to me, I said, oh, snap. So I can't blame anything on the enemy. He can only present things to us, situations, people, whatever. And we have the will to resist. You know, or believe God.
We have to learn to resist him.
Yeah. So, you know, I want to say two things too. The reason why the commandments came into play was due to the struggles that mankind was going through. God, when God created us, he implanted in our heart right from wrong and a conscience. But what happened is, man, because we're human and we're flesh, what we chose to do, we choose to do things according to our own will, not God's will. So we struggled with trying to please God. So what did God do? He implemented the commandment and said, these things you must follow to help you with your struggles in the world. So those things that we struggle with, you have to look at the commandment and say, use that as your template, your reference point. And in addition to that, if you read the Our Father prayer, it says, lead me not into temptation. Or you might as well say, lead me not into my struggles. Things that I struggle with. So the Bible clearly states, without saying the word struggle, that mankind did struggle. So God implemented laws, commandments, and even in our prayer that he showed us through Christ in order to assist us with maintaining or to conquer our struggles.
And that was under the law, because when we came into the New Testament and he died on that cross, there was no more law, because God knew that we would never, ever be able to follow the law with those 10 commandments.
It's true.
Because you're going to lie. And if you lie, they said you're going to steal. And if you're going to steal, you're going to kill, you're going to cheat, you're going to do all those things. You know, so he died upon that cross to take those things away and say, love your neighbor
like yourself.
And he said, love your neighbor as yourself. But then he made that change and said, love your neighbor as I love you. Because he knew, because some of us don't, at first when he said, love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Some people don't love themselves.
Some people don't love themselves.
It's true.
And we have experienced that.
So he came as a reference as we should followed what he did in order to mimic his life in order for us to achieve our perfection in our life, and we're always continuing to struggle. And just to all the listeners out there, I also want to say, yes, we're talking about our own individual struggles, but there are many other struggles. People struggle with keeping jobs. People struggle with family, sexuality. Let's talk about it, not in depth, but people struggle with those things. People, and the thing is, now that Christ and God has been taken out of the church in prayer, there's no longer a foundation taught to children from the beginning.
Right.
Exactly.
So, and oftentimes now we live in a society where women work, men work, and we really don't have the time like they did to really cater to our children. So they're kind of left out there like to the wolves. Yes. So the thing is, it's a struggle even for kids. They come out, they leave school not knowing what to do. These kids, especially now, a lot of kids nowadays, and I love you kids, but they say they want to call them Generation X. But I mean, I don't say if I want to say that, but I think it's generation struggle. Let's call it generation struggle, because they do not have that foundation. Their foundation is weak. And when the foundation is weak, it struggles to stay solid on solid ground.
I mean, they learning from the streets. They learning from the TV. They learning from the street. This is why I believe entertainment to me is so important for people in Christ to raise up. For us to take that stand. And really, come on, man, like, just be regular.
That's right.
I'm so sick of us in the church, for real. We're too deep. We're too deep. We're not relatable. People ain't trying to hear what we're saying. They're not seeing nothing different from the church, really, and in the street. They really not.
Oh, we have to stand out.
We have to stand out. And you know what? I always had a problem with, because I used to think, and I've never been a follower. I've always been one who stood out, and I was not doing what you wanted to do. If I wanted to do it, okay, I'm going to do it, but if not, whatever. But we have a lot of people trying to fit in, nowadays. And it's really hard for us and people in God to really get to people, because what they're seeing right now, they're not really seeing the correction in the church. They're not seeing us correct each other with nothing. We allowing things to just be shoved under the rug.
Well, a lot of correction is not being done in the church today, and a lot of churches today, because if I correct you, I'm going to lose my members.
Come on now.
If I correct
you,
I'm not going to get the money I'm supposed to get. Yes. It needs to go back to the old way, where it's about God. It's about saving the soul.
Yep, it's
about deliverance.
That's why the deliverance ministry is important. And us being in deliverance, not coming together, is ridiculous. For the power that we are supposed to have. We do have it. We just ain't tapping into stuff.
That's right.
And then if you don't believe that you have it, if you don't believe that it works, you're not going to utilize it.
That's
right. You're not going to do nothing to change nothing. And they feel that you trying to take everything. It just takes one person to make a move. It really does. With their whole faith thing, I would sit there. I promise you. Once they told me that, no, I'm serious.
I believe you. Trust me, honey.
And you know how. Okay. So I promise I will look outside, right, and we'll be in Georgia, and I would see those clouds coming. Like, we have tornado watches and things like that, and I knew. Jesus talking about, okay, so we're made in his image and all that good stuff. We're supposed to be able to do what he do. Greater works we're going to do and all of that. I would literally be that crazy enough to stand out there and be like, and I would command those
cumulus clouds to go on away.
The tornado, you better turn around somewhere, go the other way, because you're not
go to North Carolina.
And look, my daughter is right out here, and she would tell you I was that crazy enough, and they would be like, Mom, you got to pray. Because they knew I believed. And when we believe that authority and power that we have, God we will collectively come together and deal with these struggles.
That's right.
We really will. We have to identify with what the struggle is, number one. What the root of the problem is, and what is the solution. The solution is you believe, and you have the power to change that situation.
And we have to be part of the solution and not part of the
problem. Exactly. So, that's one of the main issues. We're part of the problem. We're part of the problem. And we're selfish. We don't want to take our time out. We're so busy with our own agendas and wanting to do our own thing. We don't want to come together, and help somebody else with the vision they may have,
And that's a struggle for a lot of people.
That's a big struggle.
And people are going through that even right now as we speak, because we're supposed to help each other.
We're supposed
love each other. You know, if it's something that, if you know, like, I know that you're a great designer, fixing stuff and putting, she can put some stuff in order.
Okay.
And she don't need millions of dollars to do it, but she can do it and it'll look like a million dollars.
You know, so do you too. I sing your office. It's the sisters.
And so you need. She has that same taste.
Oh my gosh!
She has that same taste.
So if we know that this is what we can do, if somebody asks me to come and help them or help them to do something, hey, it's not even a problem. I don't even think about it twice. Yeah. But there are people that can do some things for you, can help you, can help your ministry grow, and they won't help you.
And you know, that's
afraid.
True. Yes.
They're afraid that if they come out and help you, somebody's going to say, or they're going to feel like, oh no, that's better than her. That's better than this one. Yes. But it's not, because all you're doing is sowing your seeds
for their families.
And God's going to bless you for you helping that person. True. But they never see that part ever.
You know what? Can I read some? I want to read something that Monica said. She's on here. Now I got to take this off.
Hi, Monica. Monty V.
Monica. Excuse me, Monica, because my eyeballs are a little clear. My vision is a little off. But she said some people are more in love with their sin struggle than even themselves or their families.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You made a good point, Monica. That is definitely true. We're more in love with our sin. That's a struggle.
Yes.
We're in love with our sin.
And we don't want to change it.
And we don't. We don't. We want to fix it. Go to church like, okay, so I'm getting before God, that's all right. So they want to do something. Just come out to justify, what they're doing. Well, I'm in church, so I'm good on here, and then turn right back around and just
on
keep
Monday.
Doing the same
Well,
thing.
matter of fact, since they leave church.
Yeah.
I want to say two things too about.
It's not even Monday.
Is that something after church?
It's in a parking lot. Say something to them wrong.
That's true.
And you'll see how much church is in them.
I want to say two things. I was thinking about just everyday struggle. Well, number one, when you're dealing with struggles, number one, you need support to help you through. That's very important, because most of the time you struggle because you don't know the answers.
Yes.
So you need a support system. And in order to have a support system, you may not immediately know someone. But I will say this. Lady D has a shirt on that says free hugs. Now, if you didn't have that shirt on, I'm not sure if I would have walked up to you to give you a hug, even though I love you.
Right.
But the fact that you had it on made me feel that you were open for me to come and approach you. And with that, sometimes when you struggle, you don't want to immediately tell people what your struggle is, because you don't want anybody to judge you. We always think people are going to judge us for our struggle. So the fact that you have that shirt on that said free hugs made me think, maybe this woman is someone I can go and talk to.
Right.
And I will tell you this, it did change my spirit, because I didn't know you, my sister. Sometimes when you don't know people, you aren't as let's say open to them, not in a negative way, but you're so caught up in your mind what you have to do.
Right.
But I tell you what your shirt did for me. When I came in, I saw the sister right here. I said, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute." But she was coming behind me, her and her daughter. Normally, she was a distance away. I could have just closed the door. She probably wouldn't have thought anything about it. But I said, back in the day, it was polite. It was a thing. It wasn't even thought of to go, make sure you open the door. Be respectful of the person behind you.
Yes.
So I said, you know what? Because I constantly try to check myself. I am constantly struggling to check myself to become a better person. So I said, let me open the door for her. I said, it's just the right thing to do. And made me think to myself, what if I thought about, what if I didn't open the door for her? Maybe she thought, but I said, you have to set the tone.
Right.
You have to always set the tone.
Because she might have I know her, she probably would have thought, wow, she could have at least held the door open.
Well, you know what?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, see, look, and the thing is,
she couldn't. Yeah.
We were like 2 steps behind.
That's a struggle.
Yeah.
Lord, that's a thorn.
Yeah, but you know what?
I got to get it together.
Right. By doing what's right. And my mom gave me the name Right. In my carnal mind, my mom and dad had 10 of us. And my mom said God gave her names for all her kids. And she gave me the name Right. And she said God said my name was Right. Now, as a kid, I used to always tell people, because I know I'm right. Because you can't tell me I was wrong. But see, that's my carnal mind. But what God said, when you live your life right, when you do what's right, everything has to be according to righteousness. Then I will bless your life. So you knowing that God allowed my mom to implant that seed in my mind, I really do try. I struggle to do what's right all the time, even in the midst of adversity. And I don't always jump so quickly to make decisions. Back in the day, I'm like, oh.
Right.
But now I learned how to just bridle my tongue and think.
Listen, and I think that comes with
understanding.
age too. I think as you get older, you start saying, "I got to make a better, make better decisions.
That's
I can't
true.
do it the way I used to do it. I've got to do something different this time."
It gets so tired because you know what? We do the same things over and over and over like a crazy person.
Yeah,
we really do, and I'm guilty of that. Hello,
I am sometimes.
Yes, I'm guilty of that sometimes. Because God shows us when He says that He will provide a way of escape. He really provides that way of escape through things, and we know it because it's something naturally that He has stitched in our being to know. He gave us a conscience to know right and wrong, and it does alarm us. But we choose to overlook it as if it's not there. And then we want to later down the line when it backfires. Then we want to
butter it up.
We want to butter it up. Then we want to blame God.
That's right.
You allowed me to deal with. You allowed me to go through that.
Why didn't you stop me?
Why didn't you stop me? Yeah, and I can
people
say
blame
that.
the devil too.
Yeah, they blame the devil. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I can't stand that, really.
I did hear somebody say one time the devil was sitting outside on the steps of the church. and he was crying. So somebody came up and said, "Why are you crying?" And he said, "Because everybody always blaming me for everything." And I don't have nothing to do with it.
But why do we look?
No, look at no. I'm sorry. He said, remember he said, "I don't have."
Yes.
Remember he said that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, because he tried to blame the devil. You see how he tried to blame the devil for his wife?
Yes.
For his wife. He said, "I don't do that. I gave you the opportunity. I presented this.
Right.
I told you to do this. You said, no, I want to do that." Because of his vanity.
Yes.
That's right. So, y'all, we get caught up.
You know what it reminds me? Even when I play that part of the she-devil, the people that
you should see. Oh, my gosh, she looks so good.
I would not go up to those people, and every time I try to say something about, like, if it was some pastor or minister or something, I would say, "Even the she-devil knows not to say that."
Exactly. It's true.
So we know, and we blame the devil for too much. Because a lot of stuff.
We need to stop
own.
that. We have to take responsibility for our own actions. But you know what? That's the first step to any type of. They say when you go to AA or counseling, the first step to overcoming your struggle is admitting
that you're wrong.
Admitting that you're wrong, admitting your struggles. And actually, believe it or not, people just say, "You know what, I admit." Think about it. People, I'm telling you, do exercise today. Admit to your struggles. And you will start to feel so much better.
Yeah.
It's a feeling to admit that you're wrong, that you did something, that you struggle.
I made a wrong decision. I messed up. I'm sorry. I apologize. And then
with your spouse.
Don't let people keep on coming back to you and putting it in your face. Okay, I already said I'm sorry. I already apologized. Yes. I got on my knees. I cried,
Don't keep them in jail.
Can I just say this real quick situation real fast? And this had to do with a really, really, really bad struggle when I fell real bad. What I did at one day, because my ex-husband, adultery happened, okay? So I had this thing about people who committed adultery. I hated it, right? So to the point where I was judging people. I didn't realize I was doing that, but I was judging them. And God himself showed me one day. He said to me, if I remove my grace from you in this area, you are capable of committing any sin that anybody commits. And I pulled a Sarah move. Hold up. I pulled a Sarah move, right? Right in my heart. I laughed. I said, not that. But I said that in my heart. So now, but here comes the struggle, y'all. Because if it was not already in here, I wouldn't have struggled with it.
Yeah.
So what happened at that point, and this, y'all, I fell really, really. I fell, and I'm going to admit this Y'all don't judge me. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm great sharing my dirt with you. Okay? But I'm saying this to say because there's a lot of people in this situation right now. Mm-hmm. When God said that to me, and I said, I never do that. Mm-hmm. I laughed. Immediately, I can't even tell y'all how fast a situation was presented. Not only did I fall, because when Marnie falls, when Marnie messes up, it's extreme. Mm-hmm. All the way left, all the way right, mm-hmm. Whatever. Be real good or real bad. I was a really sinner. Okay, mm-hmm. So we're going to say that. So when but at this time, I was.
Hallelujah. It's the clock.
Okay.
Keep going, girl. Keep going.
Okay, I'm going to try to speed this up. So at this time, I was very much in a church. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here I am. I'm judging people now because of adultery and stuff like that. And a situation was presented before me, and I didn't see it coming. Mm-hmm. I didn't see it coming. And this person happened to be a pastor. Mm-hmm. Separated from his wife. He's still legally married though. Mm-hmm. Okay, living in different homes, whatever, but he's still legally married. Yeah. Right. So not only a pastor, he was a bishop. Okay, so we talking about taking it to another level. Oh yeah. And honestly, I sold a seed into this church, $1,200. Mm-hmm. Okay, and what he did, just so innocently, called, thanked me for it and everything like that. Long story short, this man, I came in contact with this man that I was not even attracted to. Now tell me how God said, okay, God doesn't tempt us with anything. Mm-hmm. The enemy
but
does
you want
that.
To judge people, let me show you something.
Exactly. But he not only will you do it, but you're going to do it to my church. Mm. And let me tell you, when I fell, I promise you, the Lord God is my witness. I didn't see it coming, didn't plan it, wasn't into none of that. But one mentorship that he was wanted to do with my children, whatever. One thing led to another. One phone call led to another. Next thing you know, this person is helping me innocently. It was the church that was helping me. It really led one thing to another. And then we ended up coming together one day, right? And it happened so fast, so extreme. And I was going to this church temporarily. And when I went to this church, I was singing there, and I started doing that. And I was struggling because I knew it was wrong. Mm-hmm. But something in me, mm-hmm. I couldn't break free from that. I felt like I couldn't break free from that. Right. I was struggling and I would see him then turn around and go cry to God, oh, help me stop this. But what God allowed, and y'all please hear me when I'm telling you, mm-hmm. I'm saying this because God, he's having me to expose this for a reason. Right now, that's an epidemic in the church. Yes. Between the pastors messing with the mm-hmm. praying on the saints and the saints praying after the pastor, mm-hmm. So all I can say is don't do it. All I can say is when I was in that situation, that was the worst period of my entire life, because not only did God allow me to go through torment of knowing what I was doing to the church, but he allowed me to see the church fall. Mm-hmm. The church, people started leaving. They didn't know why they were leaving. People stopped paying tithes. His benefits, everything got taken away. Mm-hmm. I saw this like a domino effect going down, 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 down. I didn't know how to get out of this thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I started seeing supernatural things. God started showing things supernaturally. He was sending messages nobody knew, mm-hmm. but he showed people we didn't know, mm-hmm. And this thing went on for almost a year. But mm-hmm. God said in his word that the pleasures of sin is only but for a season. Absolutely. And during that season, it may not seem fair to the person that is committed against, but thank God for his mercy and his grace, because he did not expose me. I got out of it beforehand, but I was delivered. But when when he sending those messages to us, like we were going to die in our sin if we didn't stop. Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking about scared? Then I knew there was an angel in my home who had with a sword at this time when I was cutting it off. This is now I'm going all the way to the end of it. I'm gonna tell y'all how I ended this thing. So if you want to know how you get out of a situation, and you asking God, help me with this, help me with this, is basically just a decision. A decision. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's literally a choice, because I had to make up my mind. Is this situation worth me going to hell? Like, for real? Mm-hmm. Is it worth me going to hell? He tried everything. He wanted to divorce his wife. He tried to divorce her, want to marry me, and we just go off to a whole nother country or something and start ministry over. Hear what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And this woman calls one day while he's talking. I'm in a car with him, and she calls. He's saying to me, I want, it's got to be a way, I want to, take away and start over. We start over, the ministry and everything, get divorced. And I said, you can't leave me. You can't do that. You can't not divorce her because of me. It'll never work like that. You try to make me strip you everything you had. She went on, so he hangs up and we're looking at each other and I wasn't surprised. He said, how do you know? I said that. She didn't. That was God. God was telling you through her that if you try to leave her for me and buck this ministry up, because it would have messed the whole ministry up. And a lot of people's lives were at stake because now you making your brother stumble.
That's right.
So anyway, okay, y'all, we at the end of this right now, okay? And so we get home and I had to let go. I had to let him go. I had to make a decision, no matter how bad it hurts. You know why we don't want to let go of stuff?
Because it hurts.
Because it hurts.
Yes.
We don't want to deal with pain.
That's
sure.
Right.
We don't want to deal with pain. And
going through struggle, it is painful.
It is painful.
It's very painful. And you got to understand the spirit, though, that come along with these things once you tap into it. These strongholds. It's a stronghold that's binding you up. And the spirit of adultery ain't no joke. It really is not. And, I know that all too well with that situation. So, but long story short, when he did come by to say goodbye, I didn't want him to come, but he ended up showing up. So we had to say goodbye. God showed me there was an angel standing next to us with a sword in a hand. All right. And I knew that it was all the way up to the ceiling and all that. And I had to let him know there was an angel standing right there. Whatever. We were both scared to death. He cried, I cried, or what have you. So he left. And listen, when he walked out that door and I knew it was the end, I fell on the floor. And the space where I said where the angel was standing with the sword, I crawled on my knees. I crawled and I'm crying. Mind you, I had a full-blown breakfast. Everything, coffee, eggs, bacon, all that, everything. But when I got to the place where the angel was, a deliverance. Boom. Purging. Nothing but mucus. No trace of the food, drink, nothing. Nothing was there. But y'all, when I did that, I felt free. But y'all can understand, even though God delivers us from stuff, when we get caught up in stuff like that, the memory, feeling of that is still there. That's even right. When so we have to be able to and be willing to just go through, because that's part of
even
the
with
consequence.
Addictions.
It says even with addictions,
you have to go through it. But he allowed me to go through and experience that for a reason. It taught me a lesson like never before. Not to mess with his church. He ain't playing when it comes to his church. He's not playing that. So women, I don't care what these pastors say, what they have, and vice versa. Leave them alone. Amen. Leave them alone. Amen. It is not worth it, because we're not just messing with ourselves. We're messing with the lives of all those other people that's under that anointing of that pastor. And that stewardship.
And you heard it today. That's what struggle's all about.
Struggling.
Yes, that is struggle. And
the pressure.
I'm sure everybody under the that's listening right now, they have been through numerous amount of struggles in their life, because we all have. If you live if you live to be whatever age, you all have went
Everybody's
through
going through struggles.
Of struggle, and we're going through a struggle every day. Our country's going through a struggle.
Big time.
I mean, who ever heard of people running for president and they're talking about each other like dogs? I know. That's horrible. That's struggle.
Yes.
So because God is not in the midst.
That's true.
When He's in the midst, it's a smooth transition.
It's a smooth.
And you know what?
He blessed it has no sorrow.
Yes. And last thing I want to say too is, because I've been through my struggles, but after I went through my struggles, so one thing the lesson learned through my struggle, there has to be a lesson learned through every struggle, is no matter what, don't you deter from God.
Yes.
Don't deter from His commandments. Yes. Don't deter from the truth, because let me tell you something, lead me not into temptation. They will come, because when you are vulnerable, everything comes at you. This is where adultery comes in.
Yes.
This is when fornication comes in. This is when coveting things come in. It's when you're vulnerable and you're hurt, because when someone hurts you, you just want to hurt somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me tell you,
hurt people.
Deny those fleshly things about you. I don't care, even with sexuality. Deny the things that you know are wrong.
Yes.
And cleave to what's right. And last thing you need to do is surround yourself with people who agree with the negative things that you do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Go to the church and let me tell you, talk to someone who's educated. And God, that's why it leads back to the past churches. Y'all got to be right.
That's right.
Because people who are hurting need to come to you.
Yes.
Everybody needs to come to you. And if you're not right, then where do they go?
Exactly.
Where do they go if you're not right?
Talk to?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I implore
you. It's too many, though, pastors right now that don't care, though. They don't care about that. It's what you said earlier. It's about those numbers.
That's right.
It really is. Because if you really, really, really care, pastors, and I mean no disrespect. I mean no disrespect. But if we care, we will go outside those four walls and make stuff happen.
Hit those
we
streets.
would go in those communities. Absolutely.
Come on now.
I'm not trying to sit up in there and be all up in that church like that. I'm not. My ministry is out here on the street.
Yes.
Definitely. I know. Come on. I did too many things for my ministry not to be out there on the street.
Yes. Come on.
That's where all my dirt was
we did too much stuff on the streets to not know to help the people on the streets. Those are my people. I've been out there before. I know what it's like. But at the same time, look, come on. Nothing can stop me from doing what I need to do, and I'm not going to shame myself like I did in the past.
Amen.
I will not. And for all you people that think you want to test the Lord, touch my spirit, don't do it, because you know what? I still know the streets.
Hello. Oh, mamas, can I just say one more thing? What comes to me? One other struggle that I know that we have to get this out of our system is us sisters. We have got to stop going against our men when just because a relationship doesn't work out, we want to go straight after them for child support, for money, all this stuff on purpose, whatever it is to retaliate because you're mad it didn't work out.
Do it in good intentions.
We have got to
do it in good intentions.
Yes. God got us real. And he will deal with that person. He can literally deal with that person, especially if you have a man that's just because the relationship didn't work out and he still wants in on his child's life. Let him have in. Yes. They're already trying to split us up in our families. They're already trying to do that.
If you're in court, you already been split up.
Yes, and that's the struggle of us women to retaliate so fast. Yes. We get mad, we get angry, and we want to get them back because we feel they done them, and they may probably have done us wrong, but God takes the vengeance out.
That's right.
He really does deal with them. I've seen God deal with them when we hold our peace, because once we take action into our own hands, it ties God's hands literally. Right. Because now we're telling him, I got this. I can take control of this.
I don't need no help.
I don't need no help.
And you cannot even say that because God said vengeance
is
mine.
That's
true. You don't even have to remember how to handle it.
But people don't trust God.
That's why trust him. And for his time.
Yes, but that's why I say it all leads back to the church. Yes. When the church is not right.
The people are not right.
The people are not right. Please. And I, like I said, I'm a Sunday school teacher. I'm unorthodox. I'm in my ways, but I believe in telling the truth, and not what the church taught me back in the day. You're going to hell for wearing pants and wearing red fingernail polish and perming your hair and all those good things, those shenanigans, as my sister said. But please, I beg the church, you have to be right. You have to be right. Even when we went to Maryland, the churches were arguing with one another about an event to help people, hands up, guns down. Right. The churches were arguing because everybody wanted to be the person in front.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
It's enough work for everybody to do it. All you have to do is get in your rightful place.
I think us regular girls should do. I think us regular girls should go out, because you know what? I think we have more passion and love for the truth and trying to make change than sometimes those who've been in the cloth.
Come on.
They've been wrapped in that.
We can be here all day. We can be here
I'm ending.
all night.
I love you, sister, Lady D and Marnie. I love you, girls. God bless you both.
We can actually be here all night.
We sure could.
We are going to listen to a couple of songs off of Marnie's new CD that I love so dearly. But you know what? I do have a question for Marnie, and then we're gonna move on. And this question is, being that you are the sister, like everybody knows already, of Chili from TLC, what kind of struggle was that for you once you found out and you guys found each other and, realized that you were sisters and stuff like that? I mean, what kind of struggle did you have to go through as far as, guess what, we're sisters? So now, are you guys closer now? Or?
No, but you know what? For me,
or was it ever a struggle?
For me, honestly, because you know the type of person that I am. Everybody does not know what type of person I am. For me, it was never really a struggle for me because I'm not the type that's ever starstruck about anything. So I can care less about
star.
Listen, and that's what I say. We are all stars in God's eyes. Yes. We are all stars. He has given, if he gave you talents and abilities, what have you, he's given you a platform. Every last one of us. That's we don't have to compete against one another. And that was an issue with me and my sister. So there was always a competition with her and myself. And it wasn't me. What am I going to try to compete with her for? That's my sister.
Right.
And I'm not going to throw my sister under the bus. But, that was one of a struggle that we had to. I wanted to show her that I just wanted a sister.
Right.
I don't care what you have. I never asked her for not one cent or to try to help me in the industry. I want my own identity. I want to do my own thing my own way.
True.
Yes. I really want God to do that. He gets the glory because they look for you to do that. And then she told me, okay, I'm not going to do that. That's going to throw her under the bus.
The end. Come on. Hey. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, but just pray for our family.
Yes.
Pray for our family. Because,
all of our families.
Yes, absolutely. Because, with her being in the industry, he allowed me to be her sister for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's for a reason. Yeah. So I keep my love and my peace, and no matter what, I've always tried to reconcile our relationship back together. But I got to the point where I stepped back and just allowing God to do this thing, because I don't like to push myself on anybody. Right. So when in it was nothing that I could. God was going to do it, and it was going to come through my ministry. So I'm speaking to all siblings. Knock it off.
Right.
We didn't have the option of choosing who our family members want to be. God did that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, God, I hear you.
Is he talking to you right now? Is he mentioning you?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you want to throw them under the bus.
You do. You really do.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
He is.
And because of his mercy.
Yes.
And his grace.
Come on, we all got to work on this. We all have to work on it.
Because we know.
Yeah. Well, ladies, I certainly have enjoyed you guys today.
Likewise.
I couldn't end it because it was just so good.
Yeah.
And it was a topic that we needed to talk about. Struggles
Thank you.
And stuff like
Monica
that.
was on a roll here. I just want to identify Monica.
Hi,
Monica, you had a lot to say,
you,
sis, and some good information that you typed in. So thank you so much for everybody that's tuned in.
Yes, thank you for tuning in.
That's Monty B from Philadelphia.
All
DJ
right.
Rowan's wife. How you doing, sweetheart? Anyway, we love you and we want you to continue to keep it set right here. Because when we come back, we are going to have the hot song by Marnie Ali called Crazy for Him. Because she is crazy for Jesus. And also One With You. And then we're going to hear my favorite one. And this is definitely my favorite one. And playing one, Still All Over the Place. And this is Smile.
Awesome.
So it has truly been a pleasure. Don't make it your last time. I know you'll
absolutely. I'll be here. The good Lord. I'll be here.
And I love you so much. So thank you guys. And
thank
I know
you.
Our listening audience have really enjoyed today.
Thank you, everyone.
So let us know, hit us up on Facebook and let us know what you think about inspirational tips on making you a better you for 2016. As we continue great gospel music on your favorite gospel radio station, WEHA 88.7 FM and 100.3 FM, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
All right.